it was almost accidental. I was looking for a program where I could learn something and do something cool and get paid. And there aren't a whole lot of paid summer internships. And I remembered, oh, Nana belongs to the book center. I wonder if they have a paid internship. I went on their website from a public computer at school. I remember like what room I was in. I was like, oh, so I applied. Then I realized I had to get myself up there for the interview. I was like, I don't have a car. I don't know how to do this. So my friend thankfully drove me. It was raining. I went to the interview. We had Chinese food. I went back to college, and then I got the internship. So this was the summer of 2001, and we were 4 young women, one of whom is also at this conference. So I think it's just funny and strange.
Who was it?
Leora Halprin. So it was Leora Halprin, Stephanie Douglas, Abby Howell, and myself. And I think we were there for 8 weeks. And a friend of one of the other interns was going to be living in a house in Amherst in the fall. He was a Amherst College student, and they had a lease on the house, but it started in summer, and they actually needed people to live in that house and pay the rent for the summer. He was in a secret frat, an underground frat at Amherst. Amherst doesn't have official frats. So this was going to be the frat house. And so we kind of secured a lease on this place, which was very, very cheap at the time. I understand Amherst has gotten a lot more expensive. And we 4 vegetarian Yiddish learners lived with this one frat boy in this huge house. It was a secret underground Republican frat. They didn't have any furniture. They only had beer fridges that all said Bush Cheney on them. And that's where we stored our books and our belongings. And we all lived together, and we cooked together, and we had stupid house arguments together. And every day we went to the book center, and we had an hour of Yiddish, and then we worked, and we stacked books, and we learned about the book center's operations, and we made a nuisance of ourselves. They were always telling us to be quiet. We made up dumb songs. A couple of us were very into puns, not me, but some of the others. So we made up, we figured out how to translate Baby Got Back into Yiddish, just like, which I don't remember, but other people do. And it was awesome. And, and we coughed all day because of all of the book dust. And we learned about, like shelving books, but in the meantime, we also learned about the centers of Yiddish printing, because if we found something rare, we had to pull it. So we learned about, anything printed in Yiddish after 1939, we had to pull. It needed kind of special attention. All of the works of Shalom Aleichem, we had so many, they had to go into overflow storage, right? So I also got a sense of this whole Yiddish book world. And so, it was wonderful. And we were in, this like obviously very beautiful location. And then we went to Montreal, and we did a book pickup there, and we started to have literature class with Aaron Lansky. And I think for us who were kind of, we were just college students, and to have people say, oh, like what you're doing is important and special, and the labor that you do is really important, but also we're going to teach you, and also here are some free books. It was like one of the best summers of my life. I think I hadn't had the experience before of a job that was so satisfying. I had done different things. I had worked at my dad's office this summer, like filing stuff, which is not totally different from stacking books, right? But I think the sense that like work can be fulfilling and still be work is important, and also something that I really learned that summer. And that like you can keep, I was in between my first and second years of college, right? So I intended to finish college, which I did, but just the sense that like, oh, there's like, this is a thing I could do with my life, theoretically. I could work with Yiddish, I could do something with books, I could, I don't know that there's like a path, something like that. I don't think I ever felt before that, like, not that you have to feel in college like you have a career. I think it's actually better to be more open, but just like, oh, there's a potential here.